This is the official A3C Next to Blow Showcase. This is an official A3C event. We highlight the up-and-coming talent. We keep our ear to the street. This is Quarterbird. Last time he saw me, I didn't have a box, so I didn't know he's gonna recognize me. But he spotted me. We dapped up, and here we are. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling really good, fam. You know what I'm saying? Really happy to be in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Supporting great artists, supporting and just networking, and just being able to showcase my talent, you know, to others. You know that can relate to my struggle.
We were at a party the other night, and him and I just kind of stepped back from the crowd, from the madness, and just really had a conversation about life, about purpose, and about clarity, man. So before I even talk about the new record you got out, dude, just kind of give them, because they didn't get a chance to hear our conversation, give them a taste of like your story, because it's an important story and how it relates to the hip-hop culture.
Yeah, like me personally, man, I've been through so much in my life. Like I said, my father was murdered when I was 14. I was raised in California, but I did, you know, live in Atlanta for a little bit. Went down to Hinesville, Georgia, you know, Savannah for 4.5 years. Like I said, man, I did 8.5 years in prison. My life hasn't been the easiest, but through all my struggles and my endeavors, I've learned to come through them. And then with my testimony, I want to show others that they can also come through it, you know, and be able to get to the next level in life if they only put their mind to it and they strive to be that, you know, that they know that they can be.
And one thing that we touched on the other night, because we were talking and it wasn't an interview, it was just two guys just talking about life. And one thing you said that stuck with me was how being behind bars gave you the sense of clarity about what you do when given that second chance. So tell me about that a little bit.
Like I said, being behind bars and having a lot of isolation time, because like I said, I did a lot of, like a lot of guys that have been in prison, they know about isolation. When you get in trouble, I was a little young at the time, so I really didn't understand the rules and the regulations of the prison system. It was no rules to me. I was just there with my guys, you dig what I'm saying? So getting in trouble and having a lot of isolation time, I had to kind of grow up. And through that process, I grew up and had to understand who I was as a person and what I meant to myself as a person and what I wanted to be, you know, in life. And as I kind of like the time kind of developed, and I kind of developed with the time, and and it became something different. Quarterbird started off as a Quarterbird, but it was misinterpreted as time went on because it became more to me as a person that was understood what was going on in the world and bringing more that's in the dark and bringing it to light. You know what I'm saying? So that owl played a great impact on the concept and the double meaning of, you know, who I am today. And that represents knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and growth and development, so therefore people can get a better, you know, insight to who they are through what I've been through and how I got through it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a testimony that turns into music, and the music is great. That's why he's here tonight, to share that with the audience, our audience, the city of Atlanta, and the A3C Festival community. Now, I want to talk about something, man. You closed that chapter, then you went on to work with Bone and tour with Chris Brown. Like, tell us about that experience.
Like I said, Bone Thugs and Harmony are like a great attribute to who I am as a person in my music career, because like without Jamie Adler and Steve LaBelle being able to guide me and lead me in the right direction with them guys, or even Steven Lazy Bone, a lot of them know him as, giving me the opportunity to showcase my talent and be able to meet Jamie and them, just being around them, homie, they kind of like molded me into the artist that I was. So therefore, letting me open for them, letting me perform with them, letting me go on stage with them, you did what I'm saying, and help me develop as an artist and see how to entertain a crowd. That was a great like opportunity for me, man. And then being able to see Chris Brown and Tyga and Schoolboy Q and all of them just do their thing and be able to perform next to them guys and them being at their prime, and you know, it really helped me understand what this entertainment business was all about when it came to performing and giving the audience a great show. So that was like just an awesome opportunity. And Bone are like my brothers, man. I love them brothers like, you know, like I love my mama. So what they gave me was something more than I could ever, you know, pay homage for, you know.
And not only one of the great, in my mind, not only one of the greatest hip-hop groups, but one of the greatest music groups ever. I mean, these guys harmonized in a way that the hip-hop culture had never seen or experienced before. So to have just a margin of their tutelage as you navigate that same path, has to make a big impact. But I want to talk to the people about your music now, man. Tell us about the tracks that are out. You got some great stuff available for the people right now.
I had a joint called Too Strong. You know, it was me. It has a lot of subliminal message in there. If you listen really closely, you can hear what I'm talking about and what I'm trying to give to the people. But it's a catchy hook, smooth melody. You can see a lot of bone in me because the harmonizing in there. So, you know, those are my brothers, so I keep the harmonizing where it needs to be in the music. I took it from them and I owned it. You did what I'm saying? And they made it mine, and I like they made it theirs. So I got Echo just dropped a new record. It's just me telling my story, man, and telling everybody and correcting everybody that don't understand where I came from and how I got here. And people think that, you know, sometimes it's he's an overnight success or he was just handed this. I had to work for this. And these guys, like I say, Jamie Adler's a great mentor. Steve LaBelle, Echo Hazard, Moses Hill, like all these people played a big impact on me of who I am as a person and developing me who I am now as an artist.
Overnight success takes about 10 years, by the way. That's what the man is trying to say. He's put in the groundwork. He's been held back, and he's made the most of his situation. I love what he did with the cards that life dealt him. He's in a great space right now, and I can't wait to see him on that stage for A3C Hip Hop Weekly Next to Blow Showcase, man. Before I let you go, because it's almost your time, what's 2016 looking like for you, brother?
Man, I got so many like diverse tracks that I think it's going to cause a really big controversy in the market where it's going to open people's minds to what's really happening. Because Quarterbird, like I said, is a Quarterbird. But once you understand who Quarterbird is, you didn't gain something in return for just that kid cocaine that you thought it was. So, like I said, I'm giving them just pure and uncut, raw material to open their eyes to what society's really doing to us, is holding us down in depression instead of us just being depressed within depression. So that's what I'm doing, homie. And just look for new album coming out 2016. Look for Quarterbird, you know, a more intimate side of me, a more passionate side of me, and a more forgiving side of me.
Jay Batchelor, Hip Hop Weekly Magazine, A3C 2015 Festival, and we out.